are in the Manor house, Epis, which is Gloucestershire.
It's a very nice house. There's recently been a makeover programme here, and can't you just tell? There's lots of sort of new curtains, and it's all very colourful and very nice, so it just doesn't feel haunted or anything really. I don't feel frightened one bit. I feel very comfortable.
So many famous people have either lived here, stayed here, committed suicide here, or what have you. It's amazing.
Well, I know that Jane Austen has actually stayed here over years. Ex-prime ministers. It's just got so much history.
Just had a walk round many different rooms off little corridors, and a place that we would get lost in the dark.
It's just phenomenal. You go upstairs, there's another set of rooms, it just goes further back. It's a great place.
There's anything up to 10 to 14 spirits, ghosts that is, in this one building. Now I find that quite incredible, in all honesty.
The main ghost is the ghost of a man wearing a long dark sort of velvety coat. We may just get our first full-blown apparition tonight, because he's been seen by lots of people.
We've done a little walk around with Yvette, Kieran and Derek. Derek came up with some sort of demon dog upstairs, which it's never been seen before.
I pick up another independent entity. Is it a dog? Or is it something that is not of this earth and has come from the lower regions? You see, its tooth, its coat, and whatever, it is too ugly and too matted to be, either a domesticated animal, like a dog.
Is it connected to the child?
No, not at all. The little girl was to see it in spirit, so to speak. She'd run through fear of it. If we move from this bedroom along this passageway, that's when I would say people would be taken unawares, and it is by an individual that tries to alarm. Right. Firstly, it's hey, I'm here, be aware of me. Right. Secondly, be afraid.
Right.
There's like a knot up my neck, so to speak, just in memory, residual energy, so a hanging of some form is taking place. The moment he's come out of his physical body, he's rushed back to what is his, what's belonging to him, not wanting to leave it.
The house, you mean?
The house, yeah.
Does anybody... That's really embarrassing. I've got a really strong smell of really strong BO. It's just wafted.
Yeah, those fragrances, what you've just said, what you've just experienced, like the worst BO ever, comes in this area, and that's when this individual's around. So he's left it in the residual.
That's weird. It was just like a quick,
1587 and 1588. What did he do? He raped and murdered the maid, the young maid. Okay, man's justice caught up with him and hung him. He'd kidded and let people out in this area know he was a good gentleman. They respected him. The mother of the maid, who would also be the mother of the little girl, her and other family members were gathered together, tarred and feathered, and they got rid of them, the family of the innocent maid, because the master had been hung.
There's a lot of information that's been got that we can't verify. It doesn't necessarily mean it hasn't happened, it just means we can't verify it. When we did the night vision walk around with David.
Stuff David was coming up with about difficulty with a birth, that did actually happen. Although the mother actually died and David was picking up that the child died. So I don't know if he was picking up on something different or if he just was unsure of the information. I don't know, it's quite difficult to tell.
I'm really conscious of a female presence at the top of this stair. A young girl, late teens, possibly very early 20s. She's absolutely racked with pain. She's absolutely crying her heart out. Sort of a child being taken away in some way, shape or form from her.
Can you get a name with this girl?
This might be Emily. Emily. She's specifically saying childbirth now, and she's showing me, you know, it's the blood and gore, which I guess is therefore the loss of the child was.
There's definitely that you're getting through that the child died.
At the moment, all she's talking about is the child. Right. So I mean, whether she died or not, I don't know.
So there's a gentleman walking around this place that's been seen. He's one of the main apparitions here.
There is a strong male presence here. Now, what's interesting for me with this one, he doesn't come unaccompanied. He comes with a dog. It's sort of more Rottweiler than anything else. It's a big, bulky dog.
Curiously, this was a second reference to such an animal. But did David's description of a canine companion bear any relation to the more bestial creature that Derek had earlier encountered?
He's noisy, he's a clumper, so it'd be clumps on these stairs, or clumps in the stairs going down into the main house. He's quite aggressive with females, so he's a bottom pincher and a hair toucher and a, close in your face kind with women.
Right.
He's wearing almost like a very elaborate smoking jacket, like velvet thing, and it's got it's almost like it's got pearls sewed into it. He's appearing as about, I think the number they give me is 45, 50, late 1800s, early 1900s. Something they keep persisting with is that there is a portrait, or maybe as he could have had a photograph this one, not necessarily in the sense, but an image of him somewhere with the dog, and he seems to be very proud of this particular image. There's a name like Rupert Randolph. There's like an R name with it. He's clutching his heart as he dies, so he died of excess.
Okay.
There is a figure of a man that's been seen on many occasions. They believe it to be Lord Liverpool, who lived here. He was the Prime Minister.
They both said about there being a dog here. Derek said that this dog was sort of demonic and wasn't particularly very nice. David was just saying no, it's just a normal dog. So they're both coming out with quite similar pieces of information, but when you get to the sort of last hurdle, they completely veer off, different directions. So that's very interesting.
What I need to do before I do my end piece camera is to do a bit of research, see if I can find any pictures of Lord Liverpool, just to see if he has a dog with him.
Upstairs earlier on with Carl in the attic, just up there, things were going on that me and Carl couldn't explain.
We did a little seance on our own, and I could have sworn someone was in there with us. If you can make it this cold, and it is freezing cold, please show yourself to us, anything. Did you just move?
No, I heard that.
Please show yourself to us, anything. Did you just move?
No, I heard that.
This is a really weird place. Sounds like something from that room.
It's coming from that bedroom, Carl.
Let's go for it.
Let's go and have a look quick, come. I've just literally seen a red light appear from this picture frame and shot down to whatever's in there. It doesn't go anywhere anyway.
No.
So, I don't know what that is. But I'm fully aware there's traffic going by and we're picking up the headlamps here.
But we're not, because you can't see them, you see them now. There's traffic going by now.
What's what? No, because I saw something up there before.
Yeah, we can't be traffic. You can't be headlights, they're not coming up here. They're pointing straight out in front of themselves.
Well, what have I been seeing up here then?
Well, I don't know, the traffic. You can't see through it really. I see more reflection, but. There you go. This car's gone past now.
Well, hang on a minute then. What the bleeding hell have I just been looking at?
About 3 cars have just gone by.
Hey, I thought that was traffic lights. The headlights of the cars.
But it can't be, because we've just had a few come
This has been lighting up white.
There's no cars. I mean, cars just gone by. There's no light there. Right, we've just finished a séance with David, Richard and Stuart.
We decided to show everybody at home the room, the fact that it was empty.
No one was near the chandelier and it started to move. It started to swing at first and then it span.
Oh, David, I'm not kidding. Oh my god, look at the chandelier.
Oh! We've either had some of the best paranormal activity we've ever experienced, or we're all going mad.
We've just been for the most incredible vigil with Carl, Stuart and Richard. We went into what's now the dining room.
We've had a fantastic response. David was talking to whoever's there, a woman, we think, and every time he asked a question, he got the most incredible tapping.
It's like a heartbeat, boom, boom.
Can you make it slightly louder for us?
Oh, good grief.
Okay, can you stay silent just for about half a minute? Okay, there was silence there. Could you make a noise now?
Good grief.
We all touched feet and touched hands so we could all vouch for each other that we weren't moving. And there was this thud, 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 and it was so clear, like we've never had before.
We asked specific questions. I asked some control questions, and this spirit, which we had found out by the time was a woman, actually answered them correctly.
I just want, for my own benefit, apart from this space here, do you have any knowledge of any one of us around this table? Are you able to talk to any of our guides? Can you see my guide? And is my guide a monk? My guide a Red Indian? Is my guide Chinese? Yes, Red Indian.
Right.
Always came on with their name.
That's amazing.
I think just before we go, we should take the cameras or one camera, and we should go and just turn the lights or go through every part of the room to prove there's no one else in here.
No one here behind that. Oh, David, I'm not kidding.
And as Carl turned round to say, oh, the door is fine, we looked over the table and the chandelier, which we'd asked earlier if she could move, wasn't just moving a little bit, it was swinging backwards and forwards over the table. Because it was swinging so violently, I stopped it. Then we went outside to tell the people who were in the house what happened. Carl turned back the camera and said, oh yeah, well, we did this, and the chandelier moved. And as he said it, the chandelier was rocking backwards and forwards. Now, not one single person was in that room.
Oh no.
Oh my god, you saw the chandelier.
Look at your chandelier.
The lights are too bright. I can't see. Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. It was phenomenal. If that chandelier starts to move from a still position, and Kieran can witness it, then yeah, we may have another convert on our hands.
Nothing's happened to me so far tonight. Carl and Stuart and Richard said they heard some noises, but to be honest, I don't believe them. We're going to go down to the room where they heard them and do a séance, and if I hear it with these ears, then I'll believe it.
The actual owner's just taken a bad turn as well, because something just passed through her or whatever it was, I don't know. She just had a bad feeling about something overpowered her. She felt as though she was gripped by her arm, and she's actually been crying downstairs as well.
So he's quite aggressive with females, so he's a bottom pincher and a hair toucher and a close in your face kind with women.
Right.
It was like something stepped into me, and as I walked away from it, it was there with me all the time. And I put my arms around me, and it just didn't go away. We couldn't get rid of it away, and my teeth are chattering. And I'm still freezing cold. My skin is all.
Where did this
Out there.
You stay by the fire and you can walk through there, okay?
Thankfully, the owner, Linda's apparent trauma soon subsided. Derek, Kieran, Kath, John and Ian did return to the kitchen and reception area, but their hopes of catching this same presence on camera were all to no avail.
No, we were just doing a visual upstairs, me, Alex and Rachel. Rachel thought she felt someone breathing to her right hand side.
Could you please make yourself known to us? Make a noise, or touch one of us.
Can I tell you something that's really going to sound really strange? There's us three here, but to me it sounds as if there's somebody breathing over there. It's like there's a fourth person here going. I just want to move in a bit closer, just because I'm feeling a little bit freaked out. I don't know why.
And then we went into the Art Deco room, and we did hear out in the corridor footsteps.
We know you've been seen walking through here. How about giving you a walk through now?
What was that like?
Kind of like someone on the stairs.
Yeah.
Creepy. Is there anyone there? Hello? Somebody's walking down the corridor. Is someone walking outside? Definitely heard footsteps.
Yeah. Oh, that was a definite one.
Is there anyone out there?
We were really quite scared. I don't know why.
I think we all felt as if there was something there with us in the room.
There's definitely something to keep us going here, and there's something very interesting. And I'm sure with the seance that's going on right now, we'll see if anything happens there. So it'll be interesting.
We've just done a seance in the room where they heard the tapping that I didn't believe earlier. And I said, if I hear it, then I'll believe it. And I heard it.
We were having responses to the questions that David and Yvette was asking. They were great, the noises, there were definite bangs.
I put the microphone under the table and I could hear more or less exactly where the tapping was coming from, right in the floor, the centre of the table.
We'd got our feet touching each other, so there's no possibility that it was any of us tapping on the floor. Cameras were under there filming us. And it's as positive as anything that we've ever had. We were getting a definite response.
Can you just confirm, did you die in 1895?
Wow!
That's exactly as it was before.
Is it Amelia?
Yeah, gosh, that was... Oh, my word.
Amelia, why have you come here if you died in the village? Have you come because someone here is important to you? Have you seen the child? No. Sweetheart, I know the reason why you haven't seen the child. Would you like to know? The soul of the child hadn't fully developed. The child doesn't exist on the earth plane. Would you like me to open the doorway to the light so you can go to the child? Would you like to see your child? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that for you later and we'll open the doorway.